Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. Tricks, traps and blunders. Let's start. e4, e5, knight to f3, d6, d4. Black to move. E takes on d4, knight to f6 and knight to d7 are the three most played moves. Play with the black pieces played g6. White to move. How would you continue in this position if you had white pieces? The best move in this position is pawn takes pawn on e5. D takes on e5, queen takes queen check, king takes queen, knight takes on e5, and black resigned. Next game. e4, e5, knight to f3, and now f5. The Latvian gambit. Knight takes on e5, queen to f6 attacking the knight, knight to c4, f takes on e4, knight to c3, bishop to c5, black is threatening checkmate. How would you defend the pawn on f2? Perhaps some players would play knight to e3, but there is a better move. White played a move and black resigned, and the move is queen to h5 check. Player with the black pieces resigned in view of this continuation. g6, queen takes bishop. Next game. e4, e5, knight to f3, and now f6, the Damiano defense. White to move. How would you continue? Some players play d4. Some play bishop to c4. In this game we have knight takes on e5, f takes on e5, queen to h5 check, king to e7, queen takes on e5 check, king to f7, bishop to c4 check, and black sacrificed the pawn to prolong the game. Bishop takes on d5 check, king to g6, h4, threatening h5 maybe. After h5, how would you continue? There is more than one way to win, and one way is bishop takes on b7. Black is lost in all variations, so he may as well take the bishop. Queen to f5 check, king to h6, d4 discover check, g5, queen to f7. The threat is pawn takes pawn on g5. If bishop goes to e7, what happens then? Then white still takes on g5, and after bishop takes on g5, rook takes pawn checkmate. Next game. e4, e5, the king's gambit, declined. White to move. Play with the white pieces, captured on e5, attacking the knight. Knight takes on e4 was played. Knight to f3, controlling h4 square. Bishop to c5, threatening some kind of fork maybe. d4, bishop to b6, white to move. How would you continue? White played a move and black resigned, and the move is queen to d3. The knight is trapped, black resigned. Next game. e4, e6, d4, d5, the French defense. Knight to c3, d takes on e4. Knight takes on e4, knight to e7, bishop to d3, black to move. How would you continue? Play with the black pieces played g6, intending to fianchetto the bishop to g7. But this move has a tiny downside. What is it? White to move and to checkmate in one, and the move is knight to f6 checkmate. Next game. e4, e6, d4, d5, e takes on d5, e takes on d5, knight to f3, bishop to d6, c4, black to move. Knight to f6 is the most played move, and c6 is the second most played move. Player with the black pieces experimented with knight to e7, but this move has a downside. Which one? White played a move and black resigned, and the move is c5, trapping the bishop, black resigned. Next game. This is the last game, and perhaps my favorite for today. This is a game between Zapata and Anand, played in 1988. Zapata started with e4, Anand played e5, knight to f3, the Russian defense, knight takes on e5, d6, knight to f3, knight takes on e4, knight to c3, black to move, knight to c3, knight to f6, and d5 are the three most played moves. Anand experimented with bishop to f5. Perhaps he wanted a draw, because Miles and Christiansen drew from this position. But Zapata knew better. Zapata played a move and Anand resigned, and the move is queen to e2, pinning and winning. If something like d5, then d3. How about queen to e7? Anand didn't want to play this because of this move. Then the queen has to stay on the e file, but can't go to e5. That means the queen would have to go to e6, and then Zapata intended knight takes on c7 with a family fork. That is why Anand resigned in this position. Do you have any comments about the last game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.